Every time I see oysters in the supermarket, I ask, are they okay to eat raw? And usually they don't, but recently, from yesterday, first time I saw it, they've got sashimi oysters. And I had some last night on sale. The normal price is about 500 yen, 600 yen. And last night I had some on discount price, 358 yen. Today they're 300 yen. I hope people stop buying them, because if people don't buy them, then they'll stop selling them to the supermarket. And because like this, you got like a small bucket full. Now normally just for one it would cost 500 yen. Here they're giving you like a load for 500 yen. Hello dear, how are you? Good, I finished work, I had a very busy day. Last night, they're not very easy to open these, so last night I started chatting to a lovely Japanese woman. And so I was chatting to her for quite a while when I asked her to open this, but she couldn't do it either. I know. So let's see how many we've got. Look at that massive oyster there. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 oysters. Oyster. Japanese kaki. Variety is the spice of life. Maybe in New York, the special oyster bars at a special time, you can get these for $1 each. it's a very interesting place, but the people are horrible. Now this in front of me is very. Oh, I can get a cloth. Hang on. So we are very similar, Dilo. We both have brothers that are cunts. He was kicked out of. He was a bad boy. He came from a rich family, and he came to Japan, and he learned Japanese. And his first job was being a translator for the courts. So he would translate for the Pakistani bad boys to the Japanese. But now he has an export business. If I see him, I could ask him, but it's not a restaurant. This is not a restaurant. There's no point in talking like that. In Japan, it is just as cheap to eat outside. I buy off-price food. This is off-price food. No, I don't, because I'm 63 years old. That's what. The thing is, Dilo, I have very cheap rent, so 2 years ago it was very bad in Japan. The price of steel was very low. Now it's quite good. Who else is there watching in the conversation? Yeah, sometimes I do. Maybe I did spend a lot of money on food. Hello, Stephen. How are you? All right, Geek. I said I'd be back. How are you going, pal? Is this better? Stephen King has joined. That's nice. Geek just had these oysters, 300 yen. 5 oysters, 300 yen. Very nice. I might go and get some. This morning I had half a boner. For the first time in years, I woke up with like a semi. Now people would say, "What are you doing with an insect inside your underpants?" Is Stephen a minister? No, he's a famous author. He's a book writer. Hello, Edwin. Edward, how are you? Where are you watching from? Stephen, where are you watching from? And Edward, where are you watching from? The morning wood. The morning, if I could. Yeah, that was the first time in ages. So it is true what they say about oysters. There you go. He's not even religious. Neither. You've come to the right place. Bulgaria. Are you Bulgarian? Sophia. I once spoke to I forget where the guy was from, but he told me that the Japanese air conditioners were the best because they could withstand the Bulgarian winter. Hey up, Murray. Been a few days. Stephen, do you know Agatha Christoph? Oh, cool. What age did you move to Bulgaria, and is it good in Bulgaria? Yeah, I heard Colorado is very dodgy with the police. No, but I thought you were intelligent, Dilo. Bulgaria is a country, I think. Bulgaria is famous for yogurt. There is a yogurt brand in Japan called Bulgaria. Not as dodgy as Somerset Police, or Somerset Police shooting people. I was in Somerset once. We caused a bit of trouble. And we got the guy from China, Peking. They shot your cat and dog? Really? Why did they do that? I've heard of the police shooting dogs when they were dangerous. I can't believe they shot the cat as well. My day has been very busy. I am tidying up my warehouse with the help from my young friend. He gets good money. $8 an hour. Oh dear. Well, it's usually people are trying to eat pussy, so it's the first time that the pussy's been trying to eat something else, isn't it? So that's one for the books. Yes, quite some new faces. That's quite good. Yeah, interested in Bulgaria. I think my sister was on about it for some reason. Bulgaria. Maybe she went there on holiday. Maybe Bulgaria became popular as a tourist resort for British. What's the skiing like? I haven't skied for years. The last time I went skiing, I took my son. I got him a private lesson, and all he did was cry. And then I realised he wasn't very good at sports. What's with Bulgaria? because a young man just came on. He was American, born in America, and he moved to Bulgaria. I asked him where he was watching from. Dilawa. Yep, I'll have to put D-Lo in fucking timeout. D-Lo is as poor as a church mouse that has just lost his job. It's just, why is it that people that are very religious are poor as fuck? You know, I haven't seen her for a few. I've been very busy. I haven't seen her for a few days. It's about 1 degree, but when the sun comes out, it's quite nice. Well, but not in the north. I'm talking in this area. Not in the north. Very bad conditions in the north. Fucking northerners. I think you've seen these. This is Aguromo. I think it's a canned tuna, and someone threw these away. No, I'm all right. Keep working. It's only cold on the motorbike. Yeah, you know what I was thinking of doing? On my mind for it, going to Nara. In Nara, the deers are on the street, and I was going to set up a table and do a job interview for deer. Get some deer for next year. I should do that, shouldn't I? I'm just too busy with other shit. Maybe things will change when I get rid of the warehouse. Okay, this is oyster time. So anyone here, have you eaten a lot of oysters? How many oysters did you eat? That is something I would love to do, yeah. Yeah, I saw some the other day, this guy on the roof, fucking after my job. With a big special shovel taking all the snow off. Dr. Fishner, I was thinking about you today, darling. When are we going to meet up again? I want to see you. Really? Why? You never talk to me. I'm talking to you now, contact me. I send you messages on Facebook all the time. Well, not all the time, but you just never reply to my messages. Are you still in the same place? I think Geeky's talking to you. You don't have... Well, if we don't have, how can I contact you? Send me a private message on here. If you can. Is that possible? Are we going to meet up or what? So how am I going to get in touch with you? Your dad does not go in McDonald's anymore. You need a bunch of old newspaper. So do I. I've got to, I've got a business idea. Let's talk. I'm just trying to think the best place to meet up. I am thinking of going to, can we meet tomorrow afternoon? Or tomorrow, do you want to go for lunch tomorrow dinner time? My treat. Tomorrow. In Nagoya. I am thinking of going to Okinawa. Do you want to go to Okinawa? Okay, make sure you find me. Do you want to take my number now? I'll give you my number now. 070 84 30 6554. 今出まして 070 8430 6554 10 people, wow. できてわかった？I'll bring some oysters. Well, that was a nice surprise. I can't go better. I'm earning money. I've got oysters at half price. And my favourite girl called me up. Can you believe it? I better go and buy some more lotto tickets. Chopper. Did you ever have the bike? I'm not even sure if I had a chopper. I don't think I did. Yeah, I should start I can't see people's faces on this. So because it's on a phone, I can't see people's faces, and sometimes they haven't just in avatar. I think because that chopper's. Chopper looks like an old friend of mine from Canada, Steve. Is that Steve? Is that Steve from Canada? StreamYard, but don't they charge money for StreamYard, geek? So last night I was talking to I've seen this lady before, and a few days ago she was touching her hair. Yeah, I remember the name, yeah. I'm live now, Chopper. I'm trying to think, where were you from, Chopper? One day we'll get a notebook, and I do remember some people's places and, you know, names and places and jobs and things, but you're not the guy from Manchester, are you? Are you Manchester or the States? Us. Which part was it, Chopper? Geek, I did chat on Get Discord with three or four Australian guys once, and they took 1 hour to fucking set up Discord. And then I did a really long interview with them, and then they stopped doing interviews after that. It was a really good interview. Did we talk about Washington and Washington State? Well, let's put it this way: have you got lots of snow? Or are they both as snowy as each other? So, mate, I was thinking about it today. Honestly, I do think there is something in the ether, because I was also thinking about a geek, and geeks turned up out of nowhere. And Dr. Fishnet has came out of nowhere. Yeah, Seattle, yeah. That's right. What do you think? What do you think is worse, Manchester in England or Seattle? But see, that Tacoma. Well, let's put it this way: Manchester is very, very rainy. Show you. I'm glad the number of times I have bought cords for this phone is untrue. You know what do you call that? What do you call that protection system you've got in American airports? It's about time they disbanded that, isn't it? And made the fucking flights cheaper. Gonna get one of these. Patriot, no, TSA, that's it, yeah, TSA. Because all the TSA, I think 50% are fucking perverts. And that's just the women. Paddy, that's Paddy. Patriot Air Defence. Patriot Air Defence Institution. Yeah, the Grove Gang. They're fucking hell. I think there's some footage of like a fucking middle-aged guy like fucking molesting a fucking 12-year-old boy or something like that. Have you seen that? That is fucking strange, man. Who the fuck are they interviewing for these jobs? I'd like to fucking finger some of these some of these air passengers. What am I saying? No, you're not. It's the oysters. It's the oysters. No, it's there's fucking the chances of a fucking terrorist, whether they be Muslim, Catholic, Hindu, wherever they're fucking from, it's very fucking unlikely you're going to catch them. They can cause more havoc on the fucking internet. This TSA needs disbanding, really does. Someone, surely I can't be the first person to say that. Bad oysters, bad oysters. I don't mean like bad they taste bad, I mean they're just bad for putting these thoughts in my head. I fucking so many times I've been into this supermarket. Yeah, that's it. That's it, geek. I'm waiting for. I can't wait for tomorrow morning. Yeah, there was a Italian. He was English, but he was Italian heritage. He was the Lord Mayor of Scarborough in England, on the East Coast, and he held the world record, or the Guinness Book of Records, for eating oysters. I know, like it was like, you know, these people that do this, like with these hundreds of oysters. And there was one guy that did it. I don't know if it was him, but he actually died during the challenge. Yeah, but most, like I said, most I've ever had before today was like three oysters, because they're so fucking expensive. There's a local shop and they showed like a picture of 3 oysters for 500 yen. I thought that seems good. So I come to pay the bill, fucking 1,500 yen. They're charging me $15 for fucking 3 oysters. I'm saying, what's the fucking crack here? On the poster outside the shop, there was a picture with 3 oysters saying 500 yen. But of course, if you're non-Japanese, you missed the fucking trick. So I just said, I'm not paying fucking 500 yen or whatever. I'm not paying 1,500 yen, should I say. Yes, geek, I know what you're saying. Boeing is a very, it has aeroplanes that crash. You remember that recent one they made and it kept on crashing? They must know it's going to crash. And then they just take it out and they go, it'll be all right, maybe. Because they built so many of the fucking aircraft. Geek, how long ago was it that the TSA stripped you naked? Can you see, can you see a face in that? Can you see the face? Because I have this, it's not an ability, but when I see pictures of things like that, I see faces. And then, but it's a natural thing for people to see faces. 2009. I think that might be the last time I fucking flew as well. Oh no, it wasn't. I flew to England 8 years ago. Or 9 years ago. When's that? 2012. Yeah, that was quite a strange thing recently. Now I'm seeing planes in the air above me, whereas for the last 2 years, didn't see planes really. Who's missing? That twat from, let's say, that twat from Australia and that twat from Las Vegas. Why did they think you might have something geek? Was it a past record, or did it just your fucking name or passport just set alarm bells off? I knew this guy once and he got like a tin leg, like a tin leg from the war. But the thing is, he never fucking told, he was such a fucking prick. He never told the people at the airport that he got a tin leg. Ah, I see, so there's something behind it then, yeah? Why did you get the tin in Austria? Was you a big fan of some? Were you a big fan of an Austrian? Yeah, that's where my friend got killed in Austria. They're fucking backward, man. They got killed. They moved a snow grader. I saw him die in front of me. They moved a fucking 10-ton snow machine up a fucking mountain while people were fucking skiing. Luckily, he skied into the front of the machine and not into the fucking tracks on the side. What a fucking death that would have been. They're fucking backward, man. When you go into a fucking restaurant, you go into a hotel and you go into the dining room and the wall is covered with skulls of fucking deer. Can you imagine how fucking bad that was for me? I'm going to take it on a tour now. I'm going to get some more oysters. See if this is an experiment to see this morning. So today I'd like a semi. So tomorrow I am going for the full Monty. I tell you, where you're watching from now, do you get like half-price food? Sometimes the food here is 20%, especially on a rainy day. Cute girl, better not film her. Now this is uni. Sometimes it's on sale. Oh, sorry. Sometimes this is on sale. But like that, it's not very attractive. The best looking uni is very good. Did I tell you the time when I put my boots, when I put them in front of the fire to dry and all the fucking glue melted? That's why I'm walking like fucking Coco the Clown. So, yeah, like I say, sometimes the food here. I'm just reading the messages now. Why did they do that, geek? I'm just reading they were like kicking your arse and whatever. I wonder if my school teacher friend is going to come in tonight. Or she actually, that's it now. They can check you out, especially with a face like mine. And I gave her my name as well, Philip. It's a busy time of night. What did that? I've just got, I did get some glue from my mate the other week, so I'm going to use that. See that one there? Oh, not that one. Another pair of red ones, same thing, glue melted. Is it, you know, that's fucking bullshit, isn't it? You know, these, where they're asking normal people if you got money orders for like, you know, like for a few $100s. And then you've got these fucking gangsters or these drug cartels that are taking money into established banks, and they've actually widened the fucking cashier's desk so they can drop this fucking money into the fucking banks. Why aren't these cunts in fucking jail? Not the cashiers, but their fucking bosses. What is your... Have they got back? But what is your... You've got some... All you've got is mixed blood and parents, yeah? But you're American born, aren't you, geek? Don't tell me I've been talking to a fucking commie all these years. You commie bastard! I'm getting the feeling I might have to call into the office in a minute. They've just got to let the kids, they want to do the, they want to read the barcodes, but they've got like a little special handheld thing. Well, I've got this cunt looking at me now. Like I came through a few days ago and the fucking security guard was fucking waiting for me. Like this cunt here. Same thing. Just waving to the girls to
300円
300 50% off. Gonna pull my trousers up. I'm getting the feeling I'm gonna get like searched by this guard. Have you got any advice, geek?
お金を投入してください
Should I say no speaking English? The guy probably got orders to say, follow fucking Coco the Clown. I wish I could stop swearing allegiance to the USA government. Don't worry guys, I'm just gonna have a piss. Maybe a quick. Hey. You bastard. What the? You think they're trying to catch, maybe they thought you was a, what do you call it? A person, a hired gun. See that there? I thought that was a fucking crack on the screen. You know when they say things like that, don't you say, what the fuck are you on about? Is there any reason why they think... Oh, it sounds like you must be flagged from somewhere. You must be flagged from somewhere with a fucking... related to fucking guns, geek. Usually when I'm interviewed by police here, I just start asking them, how long have you fucking been in the police force? The fucking... Here, they join... At least in Japan, they get like a long training. They get... But not, it's unlike America. Is it, what, how, is it 6 weeks in America for police training or something? We're back. Seven people on a geek. They think you're a fucking terrorist, geek. Everyone stop talking. Geek the terrorist. He's not a terrorist. Maybe. There's no way they fucking spend 2.5 weeks in school. That is bollocks. I doubt most police officers spent 2.5 weeks in school. That's a good one, geek. You mean night school or something like that? Where's my blade gone? My blade's gone. Hello, 3D cow. Hey, Rach, been a while. Oysters on sale, Rachel. Can you get oysters in New Zealand? Oh, you're in Australia. My apologies. I was talking about your sixth state. No, but they do hire people from the America. These oysters are 50% off. In England, it's 3 hours from my city to London. You know, like in Australia and America, it's that those distances is like nothing, is it? There is only one America. You never said a truer thing. All right, Murray, take care, pal. Well, you're back home then, Rachel? Wow. How far away is Gay Paradise? Sake. I thought it might be. I thought it might go better with the. Well, Rich, how long ago did he die, Rich? Well over a week, yeah? Well, that's a long wait, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sure you can buy sake in the States. Geek will tell you. Geek, can you get sake in jars, or is it all in Tetra Pak? Yeah, there you go. There you go, Chopper. Asian markets, sake in glass. And the thing, what I used to do is I usually warm this up in a microwave, but I can't be bothered. But now, is your favourite alcohol? Have you ever got into trouble with drinking too much sake? Because it's very easy to drink. Yeah, tell us again, Geek, for the umpteenth time. How many, what is it, that 700 millilitres? Oh, is there legal moonshine that is sold in jars? Yeah, I'm just trying to think how much it would be in America in Japan for a large helping of sake. Yeah, maybe 800 yen, maybe for a litre. He geeks from Bulgaria. He's a terrorist. Can you, when you say moonshine in jars, can you buy those in shops, or is it just like some guy at the side of the road? Okay, so legal. When you say it's low, what is the alcohol level then? What is the legal alcohol level, and is it tasty? And what kind of alcohol is it? Shops and the 60%. Fucking hell. They sell it 60%? It sounds very fucking dangerous. Yeah, it doesn't sound something like I want to drink, like pochine from Ireland. I don't want to drink that either. I don't know that in Japan, in Tokyo and Nagoya and Osaka, there used to be a whiskey festival, and it was like 4,000 yen, 5,000 yen, and you could drink. Fucking hell, man. I never liked whiskey because they gave the working class the shittiest fucking whiskey. But if you drink this 10, 12, 15, 18, 20, 25-year-old whiskey, it's fucking beautiful. It's one of the best drinks ever, without a doubt. It's fantastic. But the whiskey that was on offer to me as a teenager or a fucking in my 20s was fucking shite. Oh, sorry, Rachel, I've been swearing. I got excited. Where's your question? You don't need glasses to read. Do you mean don't you need glasses? No, I don't know. My hearing is good. My hearing is good. My sight is good. And I don't want to mention what's not so good. Yeah. So do my kids. Because their mum hasn't got very good eyesight. But my dad wore glasses, my brother wore glasses, I didn't. Me and my other brother don't wear glasses. It's not perfect, it's about 7/10, so. Yeah, I was talking to a guy once and we were looking at a sign that was like 15 feet away. He couldn't see it. And he was surprised that I could see it. You know what? It's just that's the way the cookie crumbles. Sugar, water and yeast. Yeah, that doesn't sound so good to me, mate. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad, Rich. But like you got good temperatures all year round, yeah. A junkyard business. No, I collect scrap and electrical machines and electrical things like that, and then. At the moment, it's quite good, but 2 years ago it was a nightmare. But when the kids turned 18, I didn't have to pay their mum any more money. Rachel, do you put on sun cream every day? Yeah, in California, as Geek will confirm, it's the perfect. It's like 70 degrees most of the year. It's beautiful. It's just perfect. You walk out of the house in a t-shirt and shorts, and it's perfect. Best. This is why a lot of British people like to go to California. It is a business. It's what I do. It's how I earn my money. I don't do anything else apart from Santa. Davey, I'm British. Of course I watched Only Fools and Horses. So many good British, but British sitcoms, but also the one in France. The one in France was a great sitcom. The one in the one in the wartime setting. What's the one in the war? What's the one in the wartime? Redcoats. For me, you said Redcoats, I'm thinking, what sitcom was that? And Rachel will tell you, Dad's Army, another great one. And Rachel will tell you because in New Zealand and Australia, they get all these sitcoms. Rachel, what is your favourite British sitcom? Well, give us a shout and you can take me out drinking all day. Cheers, Rachel. The Dad's Army, that was it. No, but there's one in. It ain't Half Hot Mum. That was the other classic British comedy. That's great. It ain't Half Hot Mum is really, really funny. EastEnders is not a sitcom. Fawlty Towers, yeah, that's another one, yeah. Foxtel. Is there no old ones? Like the ones that we just mentioned? What I like Ab Fab, yeah, that's a very popular one, yeah. You know, the Only Fools and Horses, a lot of comedy, and then Step 2 and Son, another classic, that's not aged. The one good thing about Only Fools and Horses, it was written by one guy. It was one man that wrote that show, which is quite amazing. And all the others were like, you know, they were written by couples. On the buses. Yeah, that was, used to watch that. I don't think you can get that now. Maybe, and my neighbour next door, something like that. He was in a, yeah, one of my favourite ones was Mind Your Language. And the best character in Mind Your Language was a Pakistani actor called Ali. And he was hilarious. He was hilarious. But with that show, a lot of them died very early. Pike is fist fighting behind the gas station. My favourite show would have been showing all those pikeys getting shot. Call me racist. Mind your neighbour? To deny why? I don't know what you're saying. Can you elaborate on that, Rachel Chan? Oh, you mean Mind Your Neighbour? Yeah, it was a bit racist. Old show, yeah, of course, yeah, old show, of course it was, yeah. I'm not denying it. It's just that the Jack that guy, the actor, he was in Reg Varney. He was like in a racist show, which was like at that time was normal, but then it became very racist. Well, it does for me because I'm working all the time. Yeah, it goes very. I don't have a. You know, in the last few months, I was having like a daytime. I don't have a daytime nap now, so not so much. So, just too busy working. This is my rest time, my hobby. It all depends, you know, it all depends what you're doing, Rachel, doesn't it? It all depends what you're doing, love. Yeah, when they're saying that, just, you know, just check around. Maybe you can get some very, very cheap. Just don't get ripped off, that's all. What you might think is cheap, and there might be something that's a lot cheaper. You know, like David Jason, I like David Jason, but you know what really pissed me off? And Nicholas Lyndhurst, who were in that show, what pissed me off is when they interviewed them, and I think Michael, the old David Jason, he was like an electrical engineer or an electrician who got into acting, and then when I heard him talk, he was talking very posh, and and same with Nicholas Lyndhurst, talking very, very posh, and I just felt alienated by them playing these characters that were working class, and then they came out speaking like posh pillocks. So I didn't like it. Now, of course you got to look, but the most important, don't forget, when it's an old house, the house isn't worth anything. The house has no value; it's the land. Oh, you can't say it was really posh. I don't know. Was it really poshing up on all hours? No, it doesn't matter about the house, it's the land. No. But you know, there is a thing with foreigners when we look at a house and it's like 15, 20 years old and they're knocking it down. But then again, don't forget, it's not, I don't know what it's, in Britain, the houses are made of brick and mortar. And in Japan, it's just like wood. So, how valuable are they? Yeah, of course you can, yeah. But how solid is a structure if it's made out of 4 by 2 inch wood? And a lot of the houses, they're just covered in tin sheeting. And you know, you can see these houses like 10, 20 years on, and they just rust. They're just rust. No, but like I say again, Rachel, you're not buying the house, you're buying the land. The only thing I thought of doing was my my karate friend. He offered me a piece of land for 2.5 million yen, and it's enough to. But the only thing I thought about doing with it was putting on a container, making a house out of a container. Yeah, but that, if it's overgrown vegetation, that's not a problem. That's cleared in That's cleared in a few hours. Well, I know someone. I'll just call him Rick the Prick. I was never in the builder's trade. I caught my tongue then. No, I was never in the builder's trade. No. But if you are, if you're a builder, you can make money without a doubt. All different ways. You can make money. You don't need to go to university. Go to a technical college at 15 or 16. Learn the basics of building, bricklaying, carpentry, whatever. And there's nothing wrong with being a builder. They make money. They get contacts. They can, I think too much emphasis is put on people getting an education. And the problem with this fucking thing is that these people that wanted an education are now 10, 20, 30, $40,000 or pounds in debt. That's how they started their life. £40,000, $40,000. And if you're in America and you're in an expensive university, you're talking like $200,000 in debt. But they do make it back, and this is why they charge so much. Fucking doctors. I saw the one thing that I saw was the best money maker was plumbing. Because plumbing, when you have a problem with plumbing, is they can charge an arm and a leg. I saw something the other day. This plumber, he charged this old couple £2,500. A pipe had burst. They called him out. It wasn't a call out because he didn't turn up straight away. He turned up 9 hours later. I'm talking London now. He turned up 9 hours later, charged them £2,500. The lady, they weren't young, and she said she looked it up on the net. It was 800 quid. How the fuck can it be 800 quid? She was happy to pay 800 quid. You could have got a fucking truckload of cement to bury the pipe for like 200 quid. She was happy to pay 800 quid for a fucking... Fuck, man. That's the business to be in plumbing, without a doubt. Because when a pipe bursts, this is my problem at home. The pipes are plastic. I got up one day in the bath, I pulled on the taps, I got a tap leak. Which country are you in, Davey? Yeah, there you go. So your dad's doing okay then, Rach. Yeah, that's it. When you can do that, yeah, that's the way to do it. How old is the house, Davy? Yeah, but the thing is, if you retire, you die. So I never want to retire. I don't think I probably won't retire. I'll just keep on doing what I'm doing. And hopefully next year. What's my song? If you got a boyfriend that's got issues, you're gonna need a load of tissues to wipe away the tears he's gonna bring. If he walks and talks in a goofy style and no one's seen him in a while, he's probably been residing in Sing. Oh yeah, of course, 40, yeah, man. You don't want to retire. The thing is, when people get too much money, they go, I've got a lot of money, then they get invited into invest in something else, and then they lose all the money. And I've lost some money, but it's but nothing like the people in court cases when they've got like 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, 1 million in solicitors' fees. What fucking up with these people? They used to have a saying in the Philippines: a bullet is a lot cheaper than a lawyer. Yeah, can you not do it yourself, mate? Why have electricity? What is people may say you are spoiled, but it's just like you just say to those people, my mum and dad love us. That's it. But Rachel, just don't keep on talking about it, love, to your friends, you know. Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, just you and Christina live in the house? Yeah, I think rather than spending 10 grand on a rewire, well, let's put it this way first. Is it dangerous? Is it dangerous? B, can you do it yourself? And if it's an old Irish cottage, have a go at doing it yourself, mate. Well, kick those freeloaders out. 700 grand, marry me. Wow, that's nice, yeah. Why, what are they? Are they building a house or something, did you say? It seems that everyone that talks, you see, apart from Dilo in Pakistan and me, all of my people that watch this channel have got their own houses and are about to get them, and they're loaded. Oh no! Oh, I see. Okay. So this young lad here, obviously he's got a problem. But what he used to do, he used to stand in front of the tills and just like smile and do things like this. Not as violent as that, but I just feel sorry for the lad. But he used to enjoy just standing in the front and looking at people. I tried to make friends with him, but I couldn't make friends with him. So poor lad. Yeah, well, basically, David, that's just what I'm saying, yeah. So, Rachel, who makes the best food? You, Christina, or your mum, or your dad? Who is the cook in the family? Yeah, but a long time ago, the insulation on wiring used to be like cloth, and then it used to be rubber. But rubber insulation is very dangerous because the rubber rots. But in Japan, when they put the old housing, the wires are like 1 inch apart. So you're telling me, so Rachel, you're telling me that you ordered takeout every day, but you're still small and slim. How do you just eat one meal a day? Thai. I wonder if you can order Thai in Nagoya. Oh, they're listening to it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, now, yeah, especially, yeah. If your mum and dad says, "Oi, Rachel, wash those bloody dishes." Yeah, when I worked for Uber, I got a few free meals, and then I got fired. Because some people, they don't like, if you don't understand completely, they don't like it if you can't find a house. Yes, Davey, it's still a restaurant, and they just put their prices up, mate. It's they put their prices up more than the other family restaurants. So. I just went in actually. I had a couple of happy hours beers. Happy hours. Watch him when he'd be sneaking into that unit. I think he just wants to keep an eye on you. Oh, for Auntie Beth. Oh, okay. Oh, really? She bought but didn't Auntie Beth already have a place to live? But Auntie Beth, she's not a blood relative, yeah? She's just like a friend of the family, yeah? Is it Uncle Charlie? I can't remember his name. Sorry. Yeah. So I've got to do. That is so nice, to have the really. Even in I don't have relatives that close in my own blood relatives. So it's. So you remember a couple of weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when you generously gave me money, and it was like $50, $100, things like that. And there was a young Indian guy, Parikh, and he was also giving me money. And then I was jokingly saying, use your dad's credit card or your mum's credit card. But he was, because he lives off his parents. So maybe he used the credit cards, and they said, what's this? I haven't seen Parikh since. So maybe they killed him, I don't know. Just make sure to look after Auntie Beth. This time next year, well, I keep on buying lotto tickets, Davey. I hope you're right, mate. Oh dear, terrible. Yeah, in life, it's when I crashed into that car. If I'd been going any faster, it is. But the sad fact is that hundreds of thousands of people do die on the roads every year. In America, 70,000 people, and it's never changed. 35,000 people die on the roads in America. It's never changed. It's never reduced. In Japan, it's reduced. It used to be 10,000 people every year. Now it's 3,000. In Bali, my friend died in Bali on a motorbike or a scooter. I think he was knocked into a ditch by a car, and he died in the ditch. Or it got him to hospital, but he died. And you really do have to be careful if you want to live. Do you know, have you got any figures, how many people die in Australia? Well, about 30 years ago, I watched my friend die in front of me on a ski slope in Austria, and Cruise Mac, and his mum and dad, they wanted to know. Me and his best friend, we went with his mum and dad, and we explained, they wanted to know the exact last minutes of their son's life, and it just shows you. When I had 2 accidents in my truck and a car, At the last minute, I decided to take a road that I didn't normally take. I had 2 accidents. And my friend, we just skiing. They moved up a grader, a snow grader. They moved it up the slope, 10 o'clock in the morning. If he phoned his mum, he wanted to phone his mum and said, my friends have arrived from England, and talked and said it's great, blah, blah, blah. His mum didn't answer the phone. If his mum had answered the phone, if his mum had been there in the house and answered the phone, he'd still be alive. It's fucking all chance. It's all chance. Just driving 10 miles per hour slower or faster. It's all chance. It really is. Yeah, but in Japan, if you drive on the roads, if you don't drive on the roads, after 9 o'clock, you can get cheaper insurance because most accidents happen in the late hours or early morning. Well, it's always the same when you know someone a long time. This is why I made my wife hate me, so when I died, she wouldn't feel bad. It's got, it's when you're with a person so long, of course it's going to be painful. No, but I was once watching a video of 100-year-old people, and there was a woman, and she lost her children, because she had a long life, and so her children died before her. And she said, "But you just get over it." And I have an old friend. He's 92, and his son is the same age as me, 63. He's a dentist. And he gets all the dad's empire. He's got the dad's empire now. And but at the end of the day, he said to me, "I don't want to see my son die." That is the worst. This is the worst thing to visit any parent, is that their child dies before them. David, that's a bit pessimistic for an Irish lad. So you... Well, I'm sure she'll be okay. How far away does your auntie live? $2K, you're going to walk 2K. That's a nice walk. So my friend that died, I told you, his brother, he lived in Australia, but he was he was going to join the Australian police force, but he was a very dodgy character. And he was telling me that that he used to like go on these Australian lorry things where they would drive like 10 hours, 12 hours. You walk at least 10 kilometers a day. That's why you're so slim. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, Ricky Gervais was saying the thing, not that he's a mate of mine, but he was saying if you live like 90 to 100, those 10 years are the most miserable. And then I saw something the other day, and it was this 91-year-old guy that walked 40 miles for charities. I thought, what, fucking 91 is walking 40 miles? And I would really love to know if he did that in one go. 40 miles in one go for a for a 90-year-old. No, he's done this all his life, but still for a 90-year-old, if he can walk 40 miles in one go, that is fucking pretty amazing. There is a Chinese saying that even the journey of 10,000 kilometers starts with 1 foot. But usually it starts when your mother kicks you out of the house. I just made that joke up. Do you like it? Have you got any certification in your taekwondo? Are you up to what level are you up to now? Do you think you can kick me in my head? Just try it. Just try it. Judo is the best sport. Yeah, I think so, because it's not you can catch people's arms, legs, whatever. You can also use their clothes. So you can see that you can use their clothes and that across there. You can choke them. You can get them off you. Judo is the best sport. Yeah, I played on a football team when I was in my 20s. There were several police officers on the team, and this is what one of the police officers said to me: "Just kick him in the balls. That's the best." He said that's the best defence. That's it. That's from the police. Oh, there's nothing wrong with fighting them. Poke him in the eyes. Yeah, I think, but at the end of the day, like, you know, most men will not attack women without, you know, it's just what they should do is once a man has done that, is just lock him away for a very, very, very long time. This is my corner. I don't know if we've got any more money. Let's go for a walk. That's the that guy. He's the piano tuner. So one day that guy, he asked me. I did a video about this. I've got 1,000 yen left. What he said, he wanted to take this bicycle, but it had a lock on it, and so he said, and so I put the bicycle. It's a very quality bicycle, but it had a very strong lock on it, so I had to grind off the lock. And then after that, he thought we were like partners in crime, and he gave me like 2,000 yen. He doesn't use it now. He doesn't use it now. But he's always on his phone. You know, like, and he's always in, I think he's got a lady friend or a wife, but he's always in the supermarket. Maybe she just nags too much. But the thing in the first place is not to be in that situation. Look, what is wrong with these people? Why? This is the best deal ever. One of these is normally 500 yen. Oh dear, my trousers are falling down. I don't have any underpants on. There's two girls leaning against all the ice cream counter, and one girl's fed up with her sister, it looks like, and because she can't decide. Oh my God. Hang on a minute, I've got to pull my trousers up. I should get a bottle of wine. And a happy new year. Yeah, tonight actually, a young guy, as I was coming into the shop, he asked me for a selfie, and I said, "Didn't you ask me for a selfie before?" And he said, "Yeah, but the data, the data disappeared." Shut up. He never will have. But he's still only 48. You can't say that with much confidence. Tony Randall had a child when he was 70. And a Mexican-American actor, Anthony Quinn, he had a child when he was 79. He had about 7 kids. So there's still hope for me yet. That could be a good song title, actually. There's still hope for me yet. Do you wanna bet? Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. Do you know I thought I made a good joke. You know Tomb Horror? Is it Tomb Horror? With that Brad Pitt's wife and the Swedish actress, Vikander, Alissa Vikander. And I thought I made, because I wanted, the song that I wanted to make was called Tomb Horror. Tomb Horror, Tomb Horror, I love you tomorrow. We're only a movie away. How I wanna pee. Ow. This is a very... I've got a flip-flop of flipping. Oh dear. Oh dear. Welcome to my office. Oh, that's better. Living maid, clean cook for rent. Who's that? It's my leg. I put on shoes that were too small for me when I went with my daughter last week, and but the main problem now is the shoe. The sole is very loose, and it's flip flopping. I'm like a politician. I'm flip flopping, and that's a problem at the moment. Flipper. It's a sole proposo, I mean, yeah. But I have got some glue at the house, and I've got to glue it back on. And I was thinking of buying a new pair of shoes. So the last few years when I was doing Santa, I would buy some shoes from the shop, and they were like they're very good value, 3,000 yen. But the size, I take 28 to be safe, but the size was 29. But every time people looked at these shoes, it's only one size too big. They go, what's with the shoes? So the shoes look like clown shoes because they were just so big. Because of my height and the relation to the shoes just look so big. And so I had to kill them. So in England, size 9. But when I when I was 20, it was size 7. Yeah, these are English sizes. Well, you never know if you never get married. When I was in New Zealand, I met this girl from England, and she said she would never have children. And she went into an hospital and killed all the children. So. My son's shoes are size 32, 33. My son has got very, very, very big feet. So you have never been interested in the opposite sex then? You know, because this is in Japan, this is the trend. This is the trend. You know, most young men aren't interested in women. My daughter's not interested in having a boyfriend. You know, so it's just. Yeah, they are 39 and 42 years old. I think asexual is one word. Oh. I was actually thinking of, they have a wheelchair service here, so you can get a wheelchair. And one day I was laying tarmac, and I said to the guy, he was a Brazilian guy, I said, have you got special, you know, things that we need? He goes, no, I burnt my foot. So I had 2 massive blisters on my feet and I couldn't walk. So I had to come into this supermarket and use a wheelchair for 4 days. Can you send me a photograph of you and your hermit sister? See this? No, but things are changing. They won't. Maybe in 50 years from now, the leaders of the world be Indonesians and Brazilians, or me. Herman's Hermits. Herman's Hermits, Peter Noon. He was doing, can you imagine that? He was 16 years old and he was a pop star that didn't get his tits out. He's still alive. This is the 3rd pack. So I am hoping for spectacular results tomorrow morning. Oh, I'm going to ask for my reduced money back. Oh dear. Maybe I should have. They just smell great. The oysters smell great. And because of this reduced price at about 60 or 70 yen each. Hikikomori. Which channel? I've got cobwebs, oh my god. This channel's 12 years old, maybe even longer. Me and Victor. So, that could be quite good actually. Social withdrawal is No, but I don't know if you've noticed, but now, you know the WFH? Well, no, most people aren't a pain. You know, most people are nice. You've got a channel? That's a song. No wasabi on there, pal. Remind me to move all this crap in the corner. Who's lying to? Give me an example of a lie. What I used to do is I have said to several people that I can't deal with you anymore. I don't want any interactions. I don't want to do business with you anymore. He's now mateless. Oh my God. Yeah, well, sometimes it's good to be mateless. Well, what I usually do when someone says that to me, I just say, give me some money. Well, sometimes you only have one good mate. But if you ever have too much wasabi, usually your eyes start to cry. So in England, everybody says mate. Even my brothers have called me mate or pal. And I just feel like saying, I'm your fucking brother, I'm not your fucking mate. Oh yeah, sometimes, you know, like with the fresh wasabi, fucking so expensive here, man. My best mate is Geek. I like Geek. He's a good mate. Even though it's just online, and I would love to see the twat in the flesh. That's who I feel who is my good mate on this channel. Well, your dad's still young. Wait until he gets to my age, he won't give a fuck. Oh dear, kid crying. Kid crying alert. What tuna have you got coming in, Cruiser? You've got a big fish. That's what I want to do one day is, I had my old mate, he's like 90, he's fucking very, very rich. And we had a New Year's Day, they had a party. And you know, when you just call a chef and you just say, cut up this fucking tuna for us. Not like a 5 million yen tuna, but you know, a big tuna. A tuna for about 20 or 30 people. I did try cutting up a fish once and it was a nightmare. So after that, I just paid 50 yen to the fishmonger. I hope so. That would be really nice. Just with getting in contact with this is that's a nice surprise. So hopefully we can catch up. But I don't think that's the thing, you know, that if you're successful, if you're a young woman and you're successful, and you've got to watch out for these guys that are good looking and they're just there for the fucking money. So, and this is a problem. But I, you know, like I haven't been intimate with a woman for a long, long time. So, in fact, the last woman to touch me was Moe. If you have Magro is beautiful, man. I took some fish. Toro is just too fucking fatty. But Magro. Well, she just held my hand. Not in a sexual way. Well, of course, no, but things advance. But things advance, and of course, I was born in a world where the problem is when you're poor and like everyone else around you is not poor. That's a problem. If everyone around you is poor, then you understand. But if everyone, like my dad didn't. My dad is not like your dad. My dad was a criminal, and I used to. So when my dad spends money, all his money at the pub, or all the social security money at the pub, then he used to ask me for money so he could buy food to feed us. Yeah, but you can't, for what, maybe sometimes if you've got a bad dad, it helps. My dad used to say to me, you don't have to work, you can just get social security. Rachel, how old was he when he started work? I started work when I was 9. I was working in my uncle's paper shop, and then I started delivering newspapers. Then I started doing the pools coupons. When I when I was 12 years old, I used to be a money lender. I used to lend adults money. So your dad was a late starter. Oh, so did Uncle Doug, he like brought him along, yeah? Well, sometimes that's what you got to do with these young'uns. You've got to kick their ass. But you just got to learn quick. That's the, you can't say, I don't want to do this. You just got to learn quick. It's good. It's good that your Uncle Doug looked after your dad like that. That's nice. That's great. I've got a young lad that works with me, and he's a good lad. And I said, do you want to learn English? And he said, no. I want to teach him English, but he doesn't want to know, so he's his own lad. I'm sure he did all those years, yeah. My son is geek. So hopefully, Geek is gonna when Geek's granddad passes away, who he's looking after, he's gonna get on that boat and come to Japan. Wow, it's a classic Land Cruiser. So what about your granddad? Is your granddad still alive? Your dad's dad? Me too. The thing is, in Japan, if you're like in your 60s, a lot of times you do have a living you do have a living parent, or hello dad, hello mom. You did a good job of looking after your kids. Well done. I wish, well, I don't wish, because if whatever your parents do or don't do just turns you into to what you are. Yeah, I turned in after a few days 200 kilograms of scrap. Are they having a drink on the? What time is it now? Are they having a drink on the balcony or the stage? You know, the one thing that would scare me, my cousin's son has just gone to Queensland, and he's complaining about bugs, and I'm telling him just to watch out for the bad bugs and the bad snakes. I think if I went there, I would definitely get bitten. Why is it? Because of Uncle Doug's funeral, yeah? Your dad doesn't drink, but your mum likes a tipple. Well, I think in life, if you do like a drink, to have that old glass of champagne or bottle of champagne is good. But if your dad doesn't drink, that makes him a strange Australian. I think maybe I should got a big box of what is it? Sake. So was mine, but yes, they do drink wine. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Whether they know anything about it is a different thing. Yeah, I think Cruiser Mike, you should try and get more sleep in, man. Oh no, yeah, it was the same. It was the same with me. Yeah, it was the same with me. So when we would be at home watching TV, then he would come home drunk, fucking saying this and saying that. It's when he came in the house, the attitude just changed suddenly. It's horrible. I know, and I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Yeah. I think that is a problem with alcoholics. They tend to do that. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, they do tend to do that because it's just alleviating the problem from themselves. Saying that you're stupid or something like that. But the thing is, if you kill them, you get sent to jail. So. But at least, like my dad just got drunk and then just asked me for money. So at least he didn't beat us. Yeah, when I lived in New Zealand, I met a lot of kids, and they were saying that their teachers said the same thing. It's horrible that. It's horrible. When you can say to someone, if you say to someone, if they're like fucking 20, 25 or 30, then by all means you should say this. But never to young children. Never to young children. So in spite of that, your dad did really well. Good credit to him. But like I said before, if it's those adversities that make you strong. But the thing is, Rachel, it's not just in working class families that this happens. This also happens in middle class and upper class families, where the parents or one or both parents they denigrate their children. Yeah, my brother was in all our relatives, both sides of the families. My brothers are the richest of both sides of the families, but we grew up the poorest. And I helped I bought a house and I took my brothers in with me, but they didn't repay this kindness. My brothers don't do the same thing, but one day I will kill them, and that's when I will get my revenge. And one day you will be on Facebook saying he said he would kill them. I gave my brothers a house they paid rent. They paid very little rent. They put nothing into the house, either of them. I decorated it, I bought the furniture and everything, and they did nothing. They paid no rent. All I got was fucking hassle and contempt. And they saved their money for their houses. Because I inspired them to buy their house. I bought my house when I was 20. Ask your dad how many people he knows that bought a house when they were 20. But the good thing about funerals is that you can meet people and you can talk about the people that passed and share memories. That's a good thing about funerals. So funerals should never be sad. So when old friends show up or relatives show up and you can talk about the person that's passed. Well, well, what you're saying about that, but 80 people is quite a lot of people. That's quite a few people to turn up, without a doubt. Well, if Uncle Doug looked after your dad, I'm sure that he was kind to many people. It's very funny that my brothers looked after many people, but the only person they didn't look after was the person that looked after them. But that's life. That's what I will put on their headstones. This is one of my things. Today, that was getting load of a lot of shit batteries. I wonder if people will say the same thing about me. Probably not, because the people that I look after don't have internet access. Well, I'm sure that if Uncle Doug has been hanging around, of course you're going to miss him. At the moment, I'm thinking of going to Okinawa. But an old friend called me up today, and it would be nice if I could meet up with her. And so I don't know yet. I'm going to call her late after this. I'm going to call her. Yeah, but life goes on. Yeah. Hey Rich, been lovely chatting. Take care, love. I'm gonna clear this mess up. Slim Whitman, yes, of course, yeah, very famous singer. His songs are not coming to mind at the moment. Was it I Remember You? Is that one of his songs? Is I Remember You? I think was maybe one of his songs. I don't know. Wait, okay. Cheers, Rich. It's always nice. Send me a photograph. I want to see the real Rage with the Betty Boops. No, I don't know that song, Wayward Wind. I don't know that song. Good night, love. Bye-bye. What time is it now? I'll sleep well tonight. Bye-bye, love.